All right, we are on the test server. We're going to be trying out a 7 red, 7 yellow Blastaar, and people are unlocking Blastaar today. Mostly this has to do with Danger Room and other things, but people that are going through the Danger Room, which my understanding has been made considerably easier this time around, and you will see Blastaars running around sooner than later. Now, a lot of his kit is tied to Crucible. However, I really like the passive here on spawn. Gain defense up for 2 turns and safeguard for 2 turns. And then there is a ping when a non-summoned ally uses their basic ability. Attack primary target for damage and piercing. Clear all negative effects on this character. Character does not have silence, which is going to be Franklin, right? Gain bomb burst up to a maximum of 5. And then again, a lot of this stuff is tied to Crucible. So I think Striker, because this will proc right here as long as he does not have silence, where he will start stacking these bomb bursts, clear all negative effects, and gain 1 bomb burst up to maximum 5. I'm not going to read the Crucible stuff because I am very certain he's going to be useful in Crucible. The question is, how much value is he going to add in Arena and or War? And probably make a War video later on, but for now we're just going to do some Arena stuff. Now this is kind of interesting right here. Special attack primary adjacent targets, so it's going to hit, in theory, 3 targets. Steal max health, redistribute to self, ignores heal block, apply ability block to the primary target, gain more safeguard, which is fantastic, heal, and this amount is reduced by the amount of bomb burst down to a minimum of 15% healing. So this is going to provide him incentive to not stack the bomb burst indefinitely. And the idea is that you do the bomb burst right here, which is going to do a lot more damage, up to 1250. So the damage is going to ramp up on this ultimate bonkers amount when he gets up to 5. And then, of course, in Crucible, it's going to be just absolutely devastating. So we're going to play around with this, and we're going to take a look at how he does in theory on Arena. We're going to try some basic attacks now. Unfortunately, some of the counts that we're going to be playing against today are not really set up well, but we're going to play 2 matches on this here just to take a look at Blastaar's ultimate and special, what looks like that, and we will also test out what can we do with basics here. I'm thinking there's an opportunity to ping down Professor X with a basic. I really do. I think that's going to be a strategy, right? Now, I'm tempted to do the basic right here just to see. Let's do the ultimate because, we got to get the battlefield effect out there. But I think when Invisible Woman goes, we're going to try a basic here, right? And just see if we can actually get through him by using this basic attack. Now I'm going to put this on 1x, and we're going to do the basic, and then that should trigger Blastaar's passive. All right, that does a lot of damage, and then it's going to chain around. Yeah, we get that. All right, well, where are we at now? Let's see, he's going to come in, do your thing. Wow, look at how low he is already. He's pretty low. I think there's a way of doing this. Almost gone. Nope, he's going to heal back up there. Well, you see the idea there is maybe, just maybe there's a way of getting full value out of that there. All right, so what we're going to do here is we won the randomness here. We're going to do the special, and the special hits 3 targets. Primary adjacent target, stealing, max health, redistribute self. He doesn't need that right here. Apply ability block to the primary target. We're gonna just hit Odin. It would hit 3 targets, but they all have immunity, so it's not really do it. We wouldn't be able to apply the ability block anyways because he has safeguard, and then we're gonna be able to cleanse. We only have 1 bomb burst, so let's just do that. All right, so he jumps up, and okay. Yeah, and because we have, we're not getting the bombs, if you will, because of the silence mechanic. All right, let's back out and just for funsies on this one, I'm tempted just to try basics. I'm just curious. I don't know if this is gonna work. Let's see if we can just do basics. Now, I noticed before I went in there, it looked like it flashed. I don't know if... Okay, good. It's the same team. Okay. Let's just try a basic for kicks. I'm just curious. Let's try it. Here it comes. Okay. Are they gonna pick on Professor X now? Let's do another basic. This could be a thing. This absolutely could be a thing. Absolutely could be a thing. We'll have to see. I don't know. All right, let's go on 1X and we'll do the ultimate. Okay. I mean, it's going to be a strategy, right? We're going to lose this match, but that's fine. All right, we're going to go. I don't think that's going to be the optimal strategy, but you see where I'm going with this is that Null, Old Man Logan, so on, have very powerful mechanics with their 100% assist. This is not an assist. So this adds some value in the same way that Shadow King does. Now, Shadow King is not tied to basic attacks, but, it does a lot of the same thing. And I'm thinking maybe there's a way of doing this with very fast characters. Songbird is really fast. Black Cat is very fast. But we're kind of trying to keep the Fantastic Three together in Arena. I wonder if there's a way. I mean, you can't drop Professor X. I mean, you're kind of right now, seems like you're stuck with the four, which would be the Fantastic Three and Professor X, if you have Professor X. But I imagine without Professor X against other non-Professor X teams, this is going to open a lot of possibilities here. All right, now I'm going to open with Franklin's ultimate because that, I believe, is the correct move. And there we go. All right, so we're getting, yeah, that's great. All right, I'm gonna do Invisible Woman's basic here, and just to get the ping from Blastaar, right? Now he's gone. All right, well now we're going up against, I'm gonna just do the special because why not, right? I'm gonna hit all three targets. He's got silence, so it's not gonna matter. I'm gonna do a little bit of damage. Great. We're gonna try to delete Odin here, and then we're gonna go. Let's see if there's a better team to play up against. I was worried that this was gonna be the best matchup on the test account because it's not. It's kind of a. I know they call it a test server, but kind of hard to test things here sometimes unless we very diligent with getting developers to set it up correctly. All right, let's go into and see if there's anybody in the top 5. Maybe we'll even have a Blastaar on defense. All right, we got full Fantastic 4. Let's see what we got in position 2. All right, we'll just go in against a full Fantastic 4, and then we'll see what's in number 1. I don't know if there's anything in number 1. Yeah, we're just gonna do the same strategy here. Full Fantastic 4 without Professor X. Professor Fantastic? It's not gonna really do anything, right? I'm curious on, we want to get the battlefield effect. I just want to try doing all basics here to see how this goes. Okay. Yeah, let's just try this. Like, I wonder if we can get through. Yeah. That's great. Okay. That's fun. All right. That's fun, right? That's fun. Okay, there we go. All right. Well, let's just do this. Yeah, we got rid of her. And then I'm just going to do a basic. Let's see if we can get through him quickly. Oh, he's summoned, so that won't work. Because it's tied to non-summon, but there we go. There it is. Oof. 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 Professor X passive was the cleanup there. All right, we're going to go. I just keep doing basics here. All right, it's playing thick over there. All right, well, we got through it. All right, let's see if there's anybody at number 1. If not, that will be the end of the video for today. We'll see how useful he is. Of course, he is essentially free just by playing. And I think the real value he's going to add is inside a Crucible. And I'm just suspecting him to be like an auto win button. I don't need to test him to know that he's a win button in Crucible, because all of his kit is tied to Crucible offense, Crucible offense, Crucible offense. I mean, it's everywhere. All right, let me know what you think. Bye for now.